which is, if I use a bit of that, very little bit of that. Yeah, that greenish turns and it gets a bit red. So now you'll have to mix more as well as you go to the light tones. You need more paint as well. I'm just doing very little so that you can practice.
Okay.
So start with, probably you don't need all the values, even if you have 2 midtones and then you have 2 or 3 light tones, and just paint with that. And say and tweak this. That's why your color study today, value or color study both together. Tweak this as you go to suit the model color. But this is the basic mix.
Right.
So that's the midtone.
Yeah. Yeah, this is darkest midtone, and then you can go a light midtone if you need to. Let's try that. So next is just sticking to red. And more yellow. Okay. Now, if you want, you can use Naples or that one to lighten it. And this is where you decide whether I can stick with this or should I jump to vermilion. Right?
What's
When
that?
One's
ignore that. That's transparent red oxide.
transparent red oxide.
We use either one of them. That's more transparent. This more opaque. You need more paint of that to get this, or you need very less of this. So, looking at this, okay, it's too yellow, so we could probably add a little bit of that and see if it changes.
So this will be the midtone.
Or you could use this as, call this as an orange, and we leave this.
As a warm.
That's for the warm areas,
Yeah.
like where
Probably
like a little
entering
arm or
into the.
something.
So I would also leave that there, and use that to do more of this. Add a little bit of vermilion next to that. If you have a vermilion, can you add that?
vermilion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you add that? And if you want to tone it down, over here.
It's vermilion.
Yeah. Put it here. Yeah. It's enough. Okay. So you can think about that from here as well. Let me see if I can add a little bit of white to it. That's a muted orange. You can use that and that to get a bright orange. So this is going closer to actual skin tone on the lights. So like the darker side of the lights. So if you mix enough of these, you really don't have to start from there. You start from here and do the next one. Then mix more of this and take a little bit of that and go for that.
Yeah. And that would help it stay consistent with it. Yeah.
Probably do one more light value, and then after that will be highlights. To be near getting to the shoulder areas.
Okay.
this is more of what I call it as a neutral range.
Okay.
From there you can go warm and cool as well, similar to how you do with grisaille painting. So warm and cool, I'll show you that. Or maybe you paint with this and I'll show you in the next session. Okay, so if you really if you feel it's just going too pale, of course you got this or a little bit of that. And this is the place you also try to maybe use some blues when you have mixed your. Maybe I will finish that as well. And anyway, you've lost this session anyway. So keep it ready. So this could be your highlights at this stage. And this is a universal general mixing tone for flesh tones. Same for portraits as well, exactly same. So only thing maybe we will, instead of mixing this, we use this until here and we start using this from here onwards.
Okay.
So in the palette, as if you can see, even if you see a full palette, what we see in our palette is we got a muted yellow and a bright yellow. We also use lemon, like a lemon yellow or something for really super chroma yellows. But otherwise, with the figure painting, light yellow, this Naples is not true. If you see it, every Naples is different.
Different, yeah.
This is looks like a very what Naples?
Well,
is
that one's a
Holland or
just that one.
so a bit muted Naples.
See, I've got that one, but I also have this one. My other one is so dark, so that's
Which do you
Naples.
need?
That's the one
That's
I
the one,
use to
okay.
match mats, because this one is dark.
Yeah. There are other Naples as well, which is more chromatic, which has got lead white in it. Anyway, so we'll talk about Naples later. So if you look at the palette, light, neutral, white, and neutral, like muted red and bright red, and same with yellow as well. So always we have two different ranges, right? Even with if you go for this, we have cobalt blue, which is bright, ultramarine, which is dark.
Dark, yeah.
So two value ranges of every color. So with this one, you can go a little more orange if you need to. So we got how many? 1, 2. We probably missed 1 or 2 values in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably another one here. That could have been. So now let's talk about how to mute it. So we, like our grisaille palette, I'll do it here. We have white. We got 50-50. Is that lead or titanium?
No, titanium.
Okay. So this is about value 5, 4 maybe. Any of this neutral range, you can tone it down if at all you're too high chromatic by using similar value, black and white gray. That's one way of toning it down, the easiest way as well. So use that. Usually I put my grays here. I have one more lighter one. These I can use it somewhere here. This I can use it somewhere here if required to go a little cooler.
And if we want to go
I tend
warmer, we
to-
just add
Yes,
one of the warm
coming
tones.
To that. Coming to
Okay.
that. So I usually keep about 3 ranges here, depending on which area I'm painting as well.
Would that be the darkest?
No,
No,
that's the
mid-
mid-tones
that's
and
the
this is the light tones.
Uh-huh.
I may have one more light tone or one more dark for these ones as well,
I see.
if you need to. But for value sketch, stick with 1 or 2. And for the warmer tones, so this one, I called it orange before. So something like this.
It's a more colossal.
It's important you have to keep cleaning your palette. We don't want to contaminate. Alright. So this one I want it a little more orange. So prepare that.
Orange English red.
English red or
vermilion.
vermilion.
English red and
Yeah,
vermilion.
one of them you can use. Mix both because it was available.
This is
So,
English red with vermilion.
yeah, mixed English red, a little bit of vermilion, and then yellow
Yellow
ochre,
ochre.
yellow ochre. You can do only one of them and mix because we had already mixed. I wanted to use it. So that's our top range. With this one, you can use to this one. Pull this down
Yeah.
to any one of them. Of course, you create another value of that as well. So for the lights and for the darks,
Yeah.
midtones.
Midtones.
So if
But
you
you
wanna
would
go
never
little
put it in
warmer,
a shadow.
yes, I would if I see. And in this case, if only if required, if there's a form, but make sure you don't change the value.
Don't change the
Yeah.
value, but
I would avoid to show anything in shadow, at least the first painting. But only when required, we'll talk about it. But when you introduce this, it goes really light. So
Yeah.
you need to create something so dark and then use it.
I see. Okay.
I think this is to start with. This is one. We have to only additional one is purples, which we have another purple here for warmer tones. Here we use that, and for cooler tones we use the blue, and also we use purple for cooler tones. Purple is nothing but you use red and blue and make a purple of that, and add white to it. Just create one or two only if you want to go, because you might have seen that in portraits there's a lot of purples. Right? So the purple we get is by adding blue and red and white, and create a few strings, one or two, keep it there or keep it down, or this side as well, so you can use it. So let's try that as well.
Okay.
If you feel this is not enough to cool it down, you want some purples happening, cobalt.
There's a cobalt.
Ultramarine are rarely used for figure. Ultramarine is a very high chroma blue.
Okay.
Cobalt is low chroma. We'll talk about color theory a bit later. So we take, say, for darker tones, this guy is too much I've taken. So I'll reduce that. Or make that mistake of taking too much English red. But just a touch. You see what's there is probably too much already. Okay, that's there. And we add a touch of this one, or even white, it's the same thing. It's a kind of purplish
Great.
cool tone.
Yeah.
And this, if you use skin tone, that will make it cooler. Let me try without the gray. So we use this. We use, in fact, see this cobalt English red is taking over everything. Okay, that's fine. A deep purple, and we add a touch of white to it. Yeah. There's a difference between these two. This is really cool, and this is a bit more chromatic.
Yeah.
That's more muted.
And what that one?
So
was the
this one
same,
will
but
be
you just-
somewhere here. When you want to cool it down, it'll work here. For that, you make it even lighter. For this, if you read only, you can make use this and make it darker.
Okay.
You can probably use it closer to darkest mid-tone. This one, use it somewhere here. So I would put it somewhere around this area. And create one more from there. Too much. This will go on these light tones.
To make them warmer.
You don't use this till you fill up the canvas,
Mm-hmm.
just using this.
Yeah.
And at that stage you say, okay, is there any area where you want to challenge yourself or look for some of these cool tones and warm tones to get that effect.
Okay.
So you got two purples to mix your tones to go cooler.
Okay.
And of course you have this as well to go cooler.
Yeah.
Right. If you see a little purplish, go for that. In the light, usually this works more. In the darks, sometimes midtones, this works more.
Okay.
All right. So any questions on this? No?
Probably a lot, but I
mean,
can't think
you've
of it
seen
now.
You'll have to get used to
Yes.
it. So, usually what we do is before the model gets here, we will mix everything and keep it
Okay.
ready. And we bold, just use one of that and start filling up the canvas. Right? Don't have to go transition straight away. Keep it blocking painting only. Fill up. Let's think about stitching after. Just
Okay.
fill up the canvas and work with the shadows and then move towards light
Okay.
in layers.
All right.
Thin application only, no thick application. Right in the end, we'll do some thick applications with the light. That's all. No features, no details, nothing at all. So, but it's only to study the color and value.
So we would start off with the darks like we always
with the
do,
darks,
and
yeah.
then later, yeah.
work, including background.
Okay.
You have to put the background first to
Alright.
understand what's the value of the darker shade.
Okay, thanks.
Same process. Start off with the background.
He says start with the background,
Some of these
even the darks, start with the dark shadows, and then layer with the lights.